What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we have the fourth Raikage. I think he's the fourth from Naruto. I'm on the landscape page. Use pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. I'm going to start with his eyebrows, right? I want to fit in like one of the weights that he has on his arms. So I'll move this head over to the left hand side a little bit. So we're not bang center. We're just going to go over here for his head. I'm going to start with his eyebrows, right? Center point of my page is about here, up, over to the left. And we'll go a tick line this way, and then you add some spikes, right, and bring it down to the front. We do the same thing over this side. Like that. Under there, then we have his eyes, right? So he's frowning quite heavily, so the eyelid line will start here, right? And then it kind of comes down that way. And then we'll go typical sort of Naruto spike. You know, they have this triangle at the back, and then we go that way. His iris, so he's kind of looking up at us, right? So just in here. And then eyelid line there. Go over and do the other eye. So you're about eye width. The width of his eye will fit in between the two tear ducts. So this width fits here, and then that's kind of like where his next eyelid line will be. Right? So same sort of thing. A little spike back here. It's normally a thicker line than the rest of your lines. And then we'll go down the bottom. Again, iris sort of looking up at us there, like that. And then we'll add some wrinkles around his face and his nose and stuff. Oh, and an eyelid line up here. So his nose quite wide, so it goes, and it's all drawn in, right? So it goes, lines down just here. And then we can see the nostrils on the side. And then these will actually join the nostril lines. Going down there. And then we have a line drawn in for just the tip of his nose there, like that. So different to other Naruto noses. Right, and then the bags under his eyes, drawn in. And then his mustache, so it goes up, spike. Like so. His mouth, downturned. Mouth like so at first, but then we add top lip up. It's like a little bit extra drawn in. His top lip and then his bottom lip here. Then he's got a beard or a goatee sort of thing. And it's just these, looks like a letter M. And then it comes down to like a spike. Back up to there. And then some texture hairlines like so. So if you're checking your proportions of things, this middle of his eyebrow or the top eyelid line to the nostrils is about the same as nostrils to where his chin would be if we could see it. So here to here and here to here, about the same, okay? And then here to the bottom lip line is about the same as bottom lip line to chin if we could see it, which is probably in here. So like here to here, about the same as there to there, right? That's our proportion of the face. And then the jaw comes up both sides. Right, you're about mouth level, right? The edge corners of his mouth, and underneath, say, the edge of his eyebrows there. That's where you want to change direction for the jaw. So we'll go like up that way. And then just above that, beside the eyebrows, he has some sideburns. So just these kind of V shapes. And the sideburns then become the ears. So the ears curve around, down, and down. And then we can add ear lines inside. So like a letter sort of J kind of thing. I find it's the easiest to get you started. And then if you want, you can add more detail to those ear lines. Like so. He also has cheekbone lines drawn in. Like here, and then like side of his face there. And then he has these lines on the side of his mouth as well. Like so. So his hairline then, it's all like tied back, and it looks like armor sort of. I know it's hair just tied back, but it's got these sort of V shapes. And like how far you want to go, normally the forehead is about the same as the distance for the nose, right? So say like top of his nose to the bottom of his nose is about the same as the top of the nose, like right in the middle here, maybe a bit higher to there. Right, so like this and this are about the same. You know, the middle of the eyebrow, this sort of area, the middle of the brow. Right, so there and there are about the same. And then you'll just add these V's the whole way around. These proportions are approximate as well, so don't worry too much if they're not exact. And each of these is like a line, like a dreadlock sort of line sort of thing. They each go around and join the edge of one another. Like so. Right, so we're in a sort of a fight pose with this guy, right? So we got his trapezius. Oh, there's some more hair. I missed that. Sorry, there's some hairy hairline sticking out the back of his ears. All right, and then there's some necklines here. Right, so his trapezius is real high up, and we're different, right? So here on this side, kind of higher up on this side because we got a hand up here. Right, so these three sort of bumping lines, that's like his collarbone sort of area, right? So like a collarbone, and then his shoulder come out here. So in general, shoulders on a male are about 3 heads, you know, so the width of his face will bring you out to the edge of his shoulder here. And then we can see a bicep and his forearm starting. So the center line for his chest is coming down here, right? And it's done with sort of, it's drawn in kind of with muscle lines, sort of this kind of thing, right? Like that, and the collarbone then goes off this way. Your collarbone always goes towards your shoulder, top of your shoulder. Okay, aims always up for that. Because if you feel your own collarbone, you can feel it sort of touching your shoulder. So then his chest comes down from here, chest muscle line, real big. And then add a nipple. Right. Side of his stomach there. And the other side here, but his hand is here. So he's got those big weights on that hand. We'll just add some ab lines, right? And the way they're done in this is just fairly basic, like this. And then like something else here. Like some oblique muscles. Okay, so his hand up here and the weights in here, right? So you add this sort of ellipse kind of line, like an oval sort of thing here. And then the weights will come down, right? And they'll have, there's 3 of them, right? So you'll go down like this along the side. 1, 2, 3, and then just join the bottom ones together. And then each of these have a line that joins them together as well. So one goes in kind of there. There's an extra sort of edge line on some of them going around. Kind of like that, right? They're kind of hanging on his arm, and they have pieces of circles or metal or something here, just circles. Right, and his arm, like his elbow, sort of sticks out off my page down here. So then, the hard part, the hand itself. So he's doing this, right? So if you look at your own hand, you'll see at the bottom of your hand, this sort of W shape joins the thumb, okay? So we'll go W, line like this, right around. And the thumb sticks out here. So we'll go like out, and curves up, and we can see the thumb coming back in around here. You might have like thumbnail just on top, some skin lines there, right? So then looking at that hand again, from the thumb we go for the index finger. So we just have these bumping lines up this way, and the fingers are curled over, right? So you'll go for the tip of the finger there, and then this will go around up to the knuckle, down, and then the next finger, curve, up to the knuckle, down to the next, like so. And then finger here, slightly different to the other ones, more bent down, so it goes down like that. So, and then lines like so. Fingernails and stuff like that, and then some palm of the hand lines like so. And he's got a tattoo on this arm. I'm going to add some lightning just around him. Just some general lightning kind of lines like that, right? And I think that'll do. That is how to draw the 4th Raikage from Naruto. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.